All right, well, hello everyone. I'm not going to start the screen prepared, but because I'm doing an async and it kind of messes it up. But yeah, I'm here. Welcome to this losers bracket 4 match 3 matchup between Spruce and House. I'll be joined shortly by Jaw, or I Hate Jaw, as some of you may remember him from back in the day. So we're just going to wait for him to return, and then we'll get this show on the road. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Um, Good matchup, you know. Spruce has been on form lately. I know Has technically has the better PB by like 3 or 4 minutes, 3 minutes I think, but I think this one's going to be very close. It's a tournament setting; anything can happen. So it is what it is. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and start Spruce because otherwise we might be here for a while for Jaw. So okay. So we are going to So we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. GLGL.
Hey, I'm endorsing a new cola, kids, and this one isn't
Alright,
poisonous
so
to anybody.
I haven't done one of these in a while,
Improved Buzz Cola is made
but
with only the finest
I'm looking
sugars
forward to
and
this
water.
one.
Plus, it has a
So at
special
least
ingredient.
let me just get
the FDA.
this up for
It'll
Mr.
give you the
Jaw so he
get up and
can
go
commentate along
you
with
need
me
to
once
do
he
all
comes
the
back.
pathetic stuff you have to do.
As we enter
Try new
the
improved
starting cutscene.
Buzz
Bear with me.
Cola.
Cola. Must get Buzz Cola.
There we go. Jaw can now see that. Alright. Looking forward to this one.
Sweet. Well, it's about time.
Has getting a nice bush jump there. Standard these days on
Oh yeah, stretch the legs and the.
a high FPS. They have to get that strat and get like 110s.
Hey,
I believe we got a 110 there. I can start a prediction. I believe somebody else can start the prediction, but I can try. I don't think I've ever actually started a prediction. I should probably know that because like I run Speed Simpsons. Oh, this is embarrassing. Someone else will have to start the prediction, I'm afraid. But yeah, I am looking forward to this one. Like I said earlier, like technically has the better PB, but anything can happen in a tournament race. You've got that 60 versus 150 FPS, that famed old battle, or 63 should I say. So look out for out of bounds shenanigans later on in the tournament, in the race. Hello Joel, we have started. We have started right now. Right here, right now. You can already live. Live and emotion. So let me just unmute you. There you go.
Thank you.
No worries. So how do you think this one's gonna go? Sure, I haven't spoken to you in a while. What do you think's gonna happen?
Yeah, it's been a while. Why did you mute me?
Because otherwise Spruce could be heard on the stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it's like a blanket mute.
Jaw feel. We got some great runners here. Spruce at 63, very odd frames per second. Does Spruce usually run 63 frames, Critch?
Yeah, so I have a explanation for that. So if you run on 150 FPS and you use a certain setting in the mod launcher, that 150 FPS is actually 63. So even though it says 150, you're actually running on 63.
And what setting in the mod launcher is that?
So in the frame limiter, I believe it's sleep and wait, or busy sleep and wait. So if you have your frame limiter set on that, your 150 FPS will actually be 63.
Wow.
on top of the dump
Yeah, that's
truck.
And
about.
so
Go on.
in this tournament, is anyone else running 63 due to that glitch error or whatever you want to call it? Is anyone else at 63 this year?
Yeah, they are, but if you're aiming for 150 FPS and you just happen to have that setting on, we will put you down as 150 FPS because we don't want to have to ask what everybody's setting is. It's kind of one of those things. Yeah,
Oh, okay, so Spruce is kind of just the odd man out in that one.
yeah, pretty much. I'm pretty sure there are other people, but it is what it is.
Everyone sucks.
And who here has the better time? It doesn't say on the screen. Oh, who are you thinking, Critch?
So currently has a 124 PB, and Spruce,
Wow.
I believe, I don't want to jinx it, but I believe there's a 127 or 128. I haven't checked in a while, so Has probably has a 3 or 4 minute advantage. But
Oh, has with the Lenny flip right there instead of the Lenny skip.
oh, for sure, he whacked Lenny right there. Anyway, in regards to like PBs and all that sort of stuff, Spruce is very, very consistent. He plays his game on the reg, like quite a lot, and likes to take breaks. So there may be a bit of a race rust for Has, so we'll have to wait and see.
Spruce also with the Lenny flip. That's a double Lenny flip. I don't think we've seen 2 Lenny flips in a tournament in a round this year. So we're already starting off great. Critch, I gotta ask you a question. It seems right here we got 2 winners. What are they doing in the losers bracket?
Yeah, now you put me on the spot right there. Everybody's a
Whoa.
winner in this tournament. If you join the
Absolutely.
tournament, you are a winner.
Except for those in the losers brackets. You couldn't be more clear than that.
yeah, everybody.
No, we're
has,
having fun.
Everybody has 2 lives in the all-story missions tournament. So if you lose in the winners bracket, you do get an extra chance. So whoever loses this match is going to be out of the tournament.
Oh, very fascinating. So are these 2 competitors, were they knocked out late in the winner's bracket then?
I wouldn't say too late, but they were knocked out probably like mid winners bracket.
Is it fair to say they both have 3 wins under their respective belts this year in the tournament at least?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely, 100%.
And you know, I've been lucky enough this year to do, I think, 5, 6 commentaries, and I'm glad I'm doing my 5th one or 6th one with you. And I say it for every person I commentate with. We're seeing a double Office Space right now, named after Mike Judge's 1999 comedy starring Jennifer Aniston, breakout role. Critch, have you seen Office Space?
I have not seen Office Space. Would you recommend? What would you give it out of 10, Mr. Drew?
Well, you know, I'm a real cinephile, so I can't get a proper score right there. It's too hard for me, but I would say it's a fantastic comedy. It's really good. A bit aside, like it's a really solid watch. But I don't think anyone I've spoken to has seen that movie. So if anyone in the chat has seen Office Space, please throw a recommendation over to Critch and the other members of the community. And here is sexy footage.
Indeed, we are on the first cutscene in the game. Happens only after about 6 minutes of gameplay. It's one of the downfalls having a cutscene this early in the game, but it is what it is. We have to introduce some of the plot in the game, for the casual people.
And I do believe it is skippable if just once it has been skipped.
I don't believe this one's ever been skipped. I believe the Wolves cutscene has been skipped by.
That's what I'm thinking of.
By Kelvin. Has something to do with like a Windows Windows update error. So if that happens in the run, we wouldn't necessarily think it's like legal because it's something to do with like a Windows issue. So I'd love to see a skip for sexy footage in Wolves, but I can't see it happening anytime soon.
Well, you know what? That's the great thing about live streams. We might see it today. So for people joining right now, stay tuned. We may be seeing a Wolves cutscene skip in this very stream predicted by Critch. So, fasten your seatbelts.
Yeah. Got to keep the viewers entertained and intrigued. That's how we get the numbers up here on Speed Simpsons.
Couple wee-woos in the chat, please. I believe we have our first wee-woo at under 8 minutes by Haz.
Yeah, not one of those missions that you usually see the police or the cop in America after you win. But it happens. Dead ass got the cops in Homer 1. Believe the correct terms.
Just great stuff right here.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's just interesting to see the difference in cars they both chose. Has going for the Plow King, giving it a better shot at the Wasps in this mission. Spruce going for the family stab, which is a bit quicker than overall, but it has a tendency to not get the wasps that you need.
And as you were saying that, Spruce getting the hillbilly wasp right there, I don't believe I'm not sure if that's the proper name, but through the trailer park grabbing that wasp.
Yeah, no, you can call it hillbilly wasp if you want. We call it trailer park wasp.
Trailer park wasp.
Yeah, it's very good to get when you're in a plastic car.
Haas missing one of the wasps right there. I assume it's just because of the he had maxed out.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so he was never going to get that wasp in the Plow King due to like wasps and how they work in this game. I won't give you the essay of how they work in this game, but he could never get that one. But most people only go for 3 wasps in Homer 1 these days. You get the odd person that goes for like 4 wasps, but 3 wasps is the standard.
And ain't that the truth? Whoa. Couple of bump and grinds. Has opting not to grab the grocery store vending machine. I don't think we see too many people grabbing that vending machine nowadays.
No, it's only really the top of the top, the cream of the creme that will probably go for that during this mission. Mainly because you've got more time to line up your second hit.
Absolutely. And really, you can even grab it before you start the mission with a simple ground pound, but you know, it wouldn't be beneficial to your overall time unless you plan on being late on coins or maybe opting not to grab that BART vending machine right after the ramp, or box rather.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'd only really recommend grabbing that unless you're like just starting out with the game, or your coins are really, really bad. So it's bad CPS or coins per second. I believe it's only like 4 or 5 coins per second, which is like pretty bad in the overall scheme of things.
You might even call it awful.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, I'm not calling anyone's strats awful. If it works, but it might be slow.
We're looking at you, Spruce. No, all jokes aside. And Critch, am I right to say this? You are the first person this year in the tournament to do commentary while restreaming the event. Is that correct?
No, that's not true.
Not correct.
I've even
not
done
true at all.
No, I think I've done it a couple of times so far in this tournament. I'm
a flat out.
Yeah, I believe because there's a lack of commentators and restreamers at the moment due to like a little bit of burnout. I'm happy to restream and commentate. You know, if I'm restreaming, I might as well commentate.
Who's burnt out? Let's get names.
No. That's something we can discuss in the post-tournament feedback, but, you know, it is what it is. House with a nice over 1 time there, finishing with 11-0x, which is a really, really good time. You know, that's standard for a runner of his caliber.
Just great stuff. We'll see if Haz goes for an early box right there. No reason to, just slides right past it. In the honor ruler. Haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, it's a strat. If there's no sports car, then honor roller into sports car is still kind of fast. So that's probably what we're going to see at the end of this mission. Spruce 7 and 11 3x, which is pretty decent for 60. You know, I say he's been pretty happy with that. You know, Homer 1, and if you're on 60 doing Homer 1, it probably loses about 15 seconds, 20 seconds compared to like a 150 Homer 1. Yeah, Spruce getting the sports car.
There it is.
Pretty good luck, and has able to get the sports car as well.
Same color, both with the same color sports car. You don't see that often. What color would you call that? Is that a burgundy, a maroon? Is there a name for that color?
I would probably go on burgundy myself. But
burgundy.
Yeah.
It's almost like a touch, like a burgundy with a hint of purple. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, very royal color.
If anyone wants to name that color, yeah, it's a touch more purple, maybe like a violet burgundy.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be against a hexadecimal in the chat, you know, if you want to really go.
If someone can drop the Pantone number in the chat, it'd be heavily appreciated. We're trying to find out the Pantone. I didn't know Kearney was spelled like that. That's so strange. Is that exclusive to this game?
No, I believe that's how it's spelled. I mean, I couldn't.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you anyone called Kearney in real life, so I don't have any real life comparisons. But you know, I trust The Simpsons to spell it right.
Yeah, they spelt it right, but they left out his last name, which is for some reason has 3 Z's in it. Oh, 4 Z's. That's incredible.
Oh yeah, for sure. DJ Nathan IG says it's Merlot. I've only ever heard the word Merlot in relation to wine. So
I believe there's a fish named a merlot,
Merlot. Oh, well, there you go.
spelt the same way. So DJ Nathan Instagram says it's merlot color. We'll definitely have our fact checkers check that fact.
Oh yeah, for sure. Has saying GL while playing.
Wow.
I know.
And they're a moderator in the stream. Actually, it's moderator on moderator today. My goodness.
Oh, yeah, I know. I mean,
So they're-
I mean, that's not that uncommon towards the end of the tournament. You know,
Right.
the moderators are generally the people that are the best at the game because they've been around a while, so it kind of makes sense. But yeah, it's still...
But let's get down to the nitty gritty, Critch. Who is the worst moderator? Not in terms of moderation, but just in speedrun capability. And we're saying this with no hostility, no animosity, but just facts to the pavement. Who is the worst moderator at this game?
Oh, well, we'd have to say Mr. DJ Lambton, 13.
DJ Lambton. I think we were all thinking that in our head.
Oh, yeah. DJ
Has somehow answering that question while playing the game. Please stop typing in the chat.
I know, it's like, it's as if it's runs pre-recorded or something, you know.
I'm smelling a splice.
Yeah, same. I'm spelling a splice as well.
Has with the widescreen HD, that's an instant disqualification. Critch, can you explain that rule to those who aren't familiar with it? When playing this game, there's an option to play an HD widescreen version with a letterboxed aspect ratio, but it's not allowed for the speedrun. Critch, can you explain why?
Alright, so the reason that we can't use that is because it shows more of the screen, and it's unfair on people who don't use it. I'm not sure about the HD part, we'd all love a HD remaster and a HD version of this game, but in terms of just showing more of the screen, you show more of the screen, you get a better advantage, and we can't have that. That's a very, very nice dirt jump there, perhaps. Look at that.
Bad rule put by Dry Bomber, and I find that a great point. I don't find that rule makes too much sense for me. I understand the want for equality. But I mean, if everyone's open and it's available, because I don't think it's a disadvantage. It's readily available to be used by everyone.
Yeah, I completely understand your point. But if you can go down that rabbit hole, then everybody can have absolutely everything. You know,
absolutely, I do agree. I do agree.
Yeah, because there's an option in the settings called bug fixes, which means you can get every single wasp and not just two. And you know, that's just one of the things the old guard or the old moderators decided that, you know what, we don't want to include that in our game. So
that's absolutely, and that to me makes a little more sense. I can see the similarity, but it seems as if the widescreen doesn't add anything except for a little larger view of the map. Could you give us an example of how that would benefit a runner?
Alright, so you'd be able to see extra cards coming like towards you. So if there's like a card that you can see in the corner coming towards you, you'll be able to make a split-second decision earlier and able to turn to the left. It could be something that could be revisited in the future. You never know with this game, but you know, but for the moment, it's currently banned, and that's how it's going to stay.
Absolutely, and you know, it could be definitely difficult for a stream like this, where one player has it on, the other player doesn't have it on. Both screens would be looking very different in aesthetic disadvantage, I say, to the viewers at home. So I think there are some solid rules there, but me and the moderating staff will definitely look at it for next year.
Oh yeah, 100%. You can count on me to always look at new avenues in this game and, you know, different opinions that people have.
Okay, we're going to be giving a yellow card to Has429 for typing in the chat. Please, you're scaring everyone. Yeah, all jokes aside, keep it up.
That's a yellow card, and yeah, I agree. It's a yellow card for Has. We don't want any ill-fated words towards the runners, the watchers, the restreamers.
We've had several private messages, direct messages, PMs, DMs, asking if you're even playing the game, and perhaps someone else is playing for you, and you are managing the Twitch typing. So we're gonna keep that in mind for a second as you collect the skunks.
Oh yeah, for sure. We'll definitely have to have a little bit of a word that Has in his post-game interview, if he gets that far.
Now, and Critch, if you don't mind me asking, what's the weather like where you're at?
The weather today was kind of mild, 21 degrees. I've always said this to people. 21 degrees is perfect. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. It's not too.
It's nice.
It's not too wet. What about yourself, as a member of the Shark community and living in Canada? What was the weather like for you today?
Oh, it's so bloody hot. I'm melting. I am bare naked in my tighty whities. It is 32 Celsius right now in a heat wave with the humidex at about 88 right now. So I am just melting in my basement.
Oh, I absolutely feel for you. You know, I've experienced very similar ones during the day, but not during the evening. Has not been able to lose Apu there. He's going to have to do a little bit of a turnaround here and try and lose him.
Ooh.
Very clean. That was very, very clean.
Very, very clean. And are we going to see an early board? Right? No, I'm just joking. There's no board at that ramp. Cletus with a kick right there and a mission complete. We love to see it. And 11 on 14 on the left side. Spruce catching up. How far behind would you say with that timer considered? About a minute behind?
I'm not too sure at this current point, but we'll definitely see at the end of the mission. Haz was just ahead by 30 seconds out of Homer 1, and Spruce had a couple of sloppy missions, like Bard and Frank, he had a bit of a sloppy mission, so it's just one of those things, small mistakes adding up, you know, to about a 30 or 40 second difference.
They definitely add up. I mean, when we're deep, this deep in the losers bracket, you know, it's little mistakes like that that'll send you home.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, each runner's going to look at those tiny minute mistakes, especially as we get to the upper echelons of this tournament. You know, tiny mistakes can definitely be amplified on this channel.
And Critch, you're a monkey man yourself. Are they taking the current meta route? Would you say is this the optimal route most runners are doing, or is there no optimal monkey routes nowadays?
But there is one optimal monkey route.
Ooh, getting stuck there is definitely not opt. Oh my goodness.
Well, that's a very bit of a bad collision ever has. But to go back to the question, there is an optimal route. It does do your route actually, the jaw route.
Your route. Wow.
Yeah, first discovered by someone called I Hate Jaw. Doesn't have a Twitch channel anymore. You know, I wish we could thank that guy. But yeah, there was a guy called Jaw. Yeah, I missed that guy. There's a guy called Jaw who on this funky route in the old tournament, and all the new runners do it. So yeah, that's why we named it after him.
You know, and it's a slight moderation of a Derek Runs route with just I think maybe like early, like a couple things in the beginning different, and I grabbed the card. But yeah, it's always cool. It's nowhere near the infamy of the Gamden Wheel of Fortune, but you know, still a placeholder in Char history.
Yeah, it's still a placeholder in Char history. You know, it's one of those things that, you know, there are different types of tricks that are named after people, even for new people that come to the community. You know, and old people like Gamden kept getting Wheel of Fortunes. Jaw comes to the community, does one weird thing, and look at that, naming convention stuff.
And it has almost doing the Jaw route if they grab that card right there.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know,
and the card is ignored.
Yeah. Not optimal to get the card for a speed run, but you know, we like the extra cards that people get. It makes up.
And we were talking about this, me and Tone Dog in the race about 10 hours earlier. We've been at it all day with runs. We might be seeing our second Weewoo here as well. If both runners have the exact same time, not that it has happened yet, what is the ruling exactly? There was some talks about whoever had the most cards, whoever had the most coins would be determined the winner. What is it now, Critch?
Okay, so that's a really good question, Joe. Prior to this tournament, there was actually a community vote for that exact question. Some options included most cards, most ILs, decimals, but the one that we went with is a 7-7 inbounds IL. IM, sorry. So basically, both runners will start 7-7 again, doing a mission inbounds, and then the winner would be the first one to complete the mission in the fastest time.
Wow. And if you don't mind me asking your voting history, what did you vote for in that instance? Is that what you were for?
I don't like to spill the beans. I'm a bit of a confidential kind of guy, but I will.
Oh, absolutely.
I will spill this one time. I voted for inbounds 7-7 because I feel that's the most exciting.
Wow. Okay. I well definitely appreciate your honesty and very quickly has with a fantastic sellouts, if I may say so myself. Really just giving it in and out, just pushing it in there and putting on a whole lot of damage.
Yeah, he has kind of slowed down a little bit now. That else is not going to be optimal for where he
Ooh,
wants to be.
whiffing. Oh my goodness! But look at that coinage right there, 851, and he's getting it done. And
Yeah.
let's see, we're heading to our first cutscene skip of the game. It's going to be real interesting if we can see a perfect 6-6 from both runners.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's have a little look. Alright, see how it's coming up to the cutscene right now. Jumps once, jumps over the police
Oh, over the
car.
car.
Ooh, let's have a look.
Oh.
Oh, that's a big thing. That puts Spruce right back into
Wow.
this.
Well, if Spruce can grab that cutscene skip, and really, we're going to acknowledge it was that flip over the police car, I think, took a lot of that energy out of the finger pressing.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely. And are both players running on PC, or do we have a Linux, GameCube? What are we running right now?
okay, so that's another really good question. Both runners are running on PC. It is for both optimal. For this thing, it has faster loads. Even though we do remove loads, it's just faster. You can have higher FPS, and the game just feels a lot more better on PC. That's why both runners are running on it.
And to everyone running the tournament this year, or who plans on running next year, remember, cheating is not against the rules, it's getting caught. And there has been talks that playing on the PS2, GameCube, or Xbox has a little more leeway in getting away with cheating. Spruce, going for that cutscene skip, let's see
Ooh,
how it works.
very nice there from Spruce.
Hot dog, we have a wiener, and it seems like both players are right back on track, with Spruce having 30 seconds behind on that clock.
Oh, it looks like Hazard's game has crashed.
Oh!
Hazard's game has crashed.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. Okay, so we're gonna have to do a little
Wow.
bit of working out right here. 1 second, let me just have a look. Okay, Hazard's timer actually restarting.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is not good. Looks like I'll have to.
As we were saying, to stop with the typing in the chat, all those alt tabbing, at the end of the day, we're running a tournament here for Joan's sake. No, we're joking. Critch, what are we going to do now?
No. Oh no. It looks like I'll have to do some quick maths. 1 plus 1 is 7. The square root of 2 divided by 4 is pi.
It's looking like a DNF. It's looking like a disqualification.
I'm just gonna go with plus 20. I'm just gonna go with plus 2404.
Yeah, I think it's fine. At the end of the day, just to load up where you're at, and well, is there any issues with costumes already being bought, or this the coinage being different?
So Has will have done that with setting the starting coins. So in the case of a crash, you set your coins in the mod launcher. Because he's entering a new level, he doesn't actually have to worry about costumes and all that sort of stuff. So it'll be absolutely fine. So
As themselves explaining to me in the chat as they race and we commentate, never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment in Speed Simpsons. So we're going to go with plus 2404 for Hazard's side, just to make sure that the times are very similar. Give me 1 second.
And for all the analysts at home, we'll definitely be reviewing the footage to make sure there was no splicing involved, and to have the milliseconds accurately portrayed after the fact.
Oh yeah, 100%. I absolutely agree with that. Alright, so there we go. Plus 2404 for Haz.
Let's see if Spruce goes for the Bort. It's looking like Spruce just a little too high for the Bort card right there. You wish you could see it. And I believe, Critch, we were talking about very briefly before the whole if there's a tie, right?
Oh yes, yeah. So it's,
and it being determined with a 7-7 inbounds, clean one-on-one.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's what it'll be.
There's an argument out there that while you're racing, a lot of some racers, they don't have the stream open. They don't know the time that their opponent has, so they can't expect, a perfect tie. Isn't there an argument that the loss of momentum really switches up the whole game? It's like playing a basketball game and finishing and being told you got to do it again without knowing you're going into overtime. So a lot of members of the community feel that it should be based on cards or coins or even milliseconds at worst. And Critch, how do you feel about that?
Well, I'd like to completely disregard that sort of thing. We're here at
Wow.
the end, we're here at the end of the day on the channel to get viewers and hopefully get partner eventually. And there's nothing more exciting than seeing two runners tied to the second going out there for a second time on a quick shootout. This can be accurately portrayed as if like it's a soccer game. If a soccer game's tied at the end of the run, it goes to penalty shootout. So it's what the major sports do, and that's what I wanted to do on Speed Simpsons, and the community voted for it. So, you can't blame me. At the end of the day, the community voted for it, but I love.
You
to
gotta
see this.
blame democracy. At the end of the day, that's what you gotta blame.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And why 7-7? Aside from it being the last level and a real fast-paced level, was there a talk maybe of a sellouts? Was any other levels even thrown in the conversation?
Oh well, it's funny you should say that. There was another option on the vote, the Democratic vote, for a random individual mission.
Whoa.
So it could be any mission in the game, but just one mission.
Randomized.
Yeah, but randomized. But everybody else voted for 7-7 because it's the last mission in the game. So, it just makes perfect sense to me personally.
That randomizer would be great. Imagine the finals tied neck and neck, and both players having to do a 1-0, World 1, Mission 0, who can get there fast.
Yeah. Tutorial to win the match.
And very quickly, we're in the losers bracket 4, but both racers have at least 4 wins under their belt this tournament. And we see right here with the Cletus strat, both runners getting it completely perfect. Just not a movement wasted, a flick of the Joy-Con misused. And that segues into our next question. Critch, the chat's asking, do we know what equipment the players are using? Are they both running mouse and keyboard, Critch? What's the information there?
Alright, so I have the scoop on this one. Spruce is...
We're scooping right now.
We are scooping on this one. I believe both runners use controllers. I couldn't tell you personally the controllers people use. It looks like people use like a mix of like PS controllers and Xbox controllers. I know some people use Switch controllers as well, but it's mainly an Xbox and PS
Switch,
mix.
wow.
Yeah, I know.
Switch the proper controller or the little Joy-Cons?
I believe it's the Pro version, which is it looks like a standard controller, but it'd be kind of funny to see someone complete this with Joy-Cons.
It'd be even greater to see a Wiimote being used in the competition.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's a very, very nice strat there from Spruce.
Just giving it.
Has going for Bulmer's Walk, popularized by the Irish runner, Green Bulmers.
And Bulmers, if you're watching, me and Critch want to say a very friendly konnichiwa to you.
Yeah, grand, as Bulmers would like to say. Actually, that brings me on to my next thing. I actually met Green Bulmers IRL last weekend.
Stop it.
I did. He flew over from Ireland. Me and Bulmers went for a drink. My girlfriend and his girlfriend. We all went for a drink. It was very, very nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let me guess. A couple of pints of stout, a little bit of Guinness.
No Guinness for Bulmers. I had one. Yeah. So
You had a Guinness.
No Guinness for Bulmers. It was very strange. But
Weird.
It is what it is.
It's almost like they're avoiding it, They're dying to have a sip, but they, I could say that I'm Irish myself. Me and Bulmers, I think me and Bulmers are the top 2 Irish runners in the community. Me as a top 200 runner myself, and Bulmers as a top 200 runner himself.
Sorry to interrupt that job. Spruce getting a decent final strap, but the final sedan not
Way
bad.
too far.
Going way too far. Yeah, that was really unfortunate there from Spruce. But to answer Hazard's question, we didn't make any bets. We were just drinking our drinks, swigging them down, having a good time.
Let's just do this.
What is your response to Axton's claim that Jor isn't even top 200?
Can we ban the moderator, please? We'll deal with that afterwards. Just moderators in the chat, very strange. Odd. We has in the phone booth, and let's see how the drops go. Someone ban that guy.
I wish it was that easy, but you cannot ban a moderator. You'd have to ask the channel owner to remove his moderator status, and then you could ban the moderator.
And real quick there, we saw Haz and I believe Spruce as well back in that cop car up, letting a snake get ahead of it.
Fail. Spruce might fail. Spruce fails.
Oh! Wow.
That's-
Spruce with...
That's huge.
Well, we'll see it again right here. What I was talking about. Spruce is going to back up a little bit,
I speed pretty good for a
but a very, very subtle backup. I think they backed up too much, and that's why they had to fill. Is there any science into that backup causing a later drop?
There is no science to the back of it. The reason why we back up a little bit there is because if you're very close to the bandit, or Snake is some people might know him, he has a tendency to like drive into walls earlier on. So backing up a little bit there makes Snake drive a little bit easier, but there is no science for him to dropping earlier or dropping it slightly later.
Spruce again backing up a little bit, letting Snake get ahead of of himself. Oh, that's a close one with an easy reset right there. We'll see if Haz goes, and he goes.
Very nice. Has saying that you're the 285th in comedy. What's your response to that?
Who said that?
Has 429. The guy that is
I think
playing...
Haz needs to focus on their game not crashing again and cheating. No, we're all joking here. We're having a bunch of jokes. I'm definitely not 285, and Haz is definitely not crashing again. Anyhow, a great race right here. Do we know historically who's better at Lisa amongst these runners?
Personally, I'd have to say Has. I mean, Has probably has like
Wow.
the better time for like better IL time for about all of the levels. Just him be having a better PB.
Wow.
But Spruce not having a great Lisa, having a bad 2-4, having a bad 2-5. He really needs to calm himself down and get back on track. He wants to catch up to Has.
Spruce needs Zen-like focus to catch up right here, with already so many advantages being thrown at Spruce's way.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Not only for sure, but for Char.
Char. Alright, see, both runners on the same mission. As his timer obviously had to reset. Gonna work out how much further ahead Spruce's timer is. Let me just has us get to 10 minutes, then we'll be able to tell you. Alright, let's have a look. So 34.
40 seconds.
40 seconds. So Spruce's timer is ahead by 40 seconds. Haz is 30 seconds ahead in the mission. So Haz is currently ahead by 110. Haz ahead by 110 as we go into the last mission of Lisa.
Oh, but getting in the car accidentally now, that's a mistake you don't want to repeat twice.
No, for sure. You know, getting in and out of the car loses a second each time. Has obviously wanted to get back into the car, get his signal a little bit more warm. Going for this strat. Let's have a look, see if he gets it. Ooh, not good.
Not bad.
Not bad damage, but Has with a light to
Not bad, but yeah, not good at all.
The light to have got the limo right there.
Oh, hot dog. There it is. I mean, oh, but we might have a little bit of a race here. Oh, not on the side.
Oh, the side.
That's a reset. You know, it's hard to do that reset, but it's better than wasting the 10 seconds and really too far. A Spruce for the same strat, and it's working for Spruce. Can Spruce bang it out before we get out of the boardwalk?
Let's have a look. Has his school bus on the side again. I think Spruce takes the lead RTA. Both talking to the sea captain at the same time.
Whoa. In sync, like ballet dancers at a performance. We're seeing high caliber play in the losers bracket.
Oh, for sure. I don't think both runners would be happy of how they played so far, but you know, it's very close. As ahead by like 40 seconds. You know, anything can happen. We're only 3 levels down, 4 levels to go.
Both beating up Bart.
Beating up Bart. Middle part of the game coming up. Should be good.
As with a much faster load right there. My goodness.
Yeah. For anyone watching for the first time, loads do not matter in this game. We have a load remover, so you know, don't worry too much about that.
But for those PC interested viewers out there, Haz probably has a monster setup.
Haz, you confirm that you do indeed have the monster setup.
Haz is running a 1040 video card right now with at least 4 gigs of RAM.
4 gigs of RAM, those were the days.
I just have to download a little more.
Oh, for sure.
I did upgrade my GPU for this race, so it can we definitely tell. And if we were allowed widescreen, we would tell even more. So remember, for those next year, we're starting a petition to allow the widescreen variant of the game. And both runners donutting it up. Wow. Two interesting strats, both paying off, but Haz looks like he's getting a lot of damage in there.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, as his donut truck is parked up against the wall, so he's able to just go back and forth on the side, getting those jobs relatively quickly.
And is this donut truck? Is this a part of the? I know it happens several times in the game. If you collect 8 of those donuts at once, does that cause a crash, or is that only for the baby van?
No, that's for any mission. If you collect more than lots and lots of drops at the same time, the game could not register this, so it will just crash.
A certainty it'll crash.
It's not a certainty, but there is a high percentage chance that it will indeed crash.
Both runners, and to the naked eye, it looks like this race is neck to neck, but if you look at the time, Spruce, I believe, is behind by just a minute, if not a touch more.
I believe it's closer to 40 seconds, but the point still stands. That Spruce
40 seconds, if not less.
Oh, yeah. So, Critch, what wrestler do you think Donut Truck is? I don't want to turn this into a WWE thing.
Hey, brother!
I don't want that taking over the stream because I know that some people do not like the wrestle talk, but if I had to guess what wrestler he would be, Donut Truck looks like a Big Show kind of guy, or maybe like a Mark Henry. So we'll leave it at that.
What wrestler is it?
Big Show.
It doesn't matter what wrestler. Yeah, jabroni.
Well, you know something.
Let me tell you something. You know, this race is a lot like Spruce throwing Haz off the Hell in a Cell, Mankind off the Hell in a Cell. I know wrestling.
Yeah, watch
I
out,
know
watch
the
out.
obscure. Have you seen They Live? John Carpenter. It's a 80s like action kind of horror movie, but it stars Rowdy Piper, a real great wrestler / actor.
I can't say I've watched it. I've heard of it, but I can't say I've watched it.
He's probably, I think, out of all the American directors coming out past the 50s, one of the greatest, John Carpenter, with just classic after classic after classic, you know. Often referenced in The Simpsons, and I think guest stars in 3 episodes in the span.
Oh yeah, for sure. No spam, Brian's. Spam, very sad about that. It's unfortunate, spam, the agony. I know you wanted to see your grind, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. We are at the mercy of RNG in this mission, so you know. And
it looks like we're going for a third wee-woo right here from Spruce, and there it is. If we can get a couple wee-woos in the chat.
Something like Spruce not getting busted. Picture level with the wee-woo. So, Joel, as a cinephile yourself, what would you say your top 3 films are?
Top 3 films off top. You know, I study with a heavy preference on East Asian films. I'd have to say In the Mood for Love, the year 2000 by Wong Kar-wai. It's a Hong Kong Cantonese drama film about 2 neighbors who their respective partners are cheating on them with each other. And it's the story about 2 just neighbors who have to deal with both of them being cheated on. And it's really the most beautiful movie you'd ever watch in your life if you can get past the subtitles.
Mm-hmm.
The next one is called Climax. It came out 2018. It's like a Rocky Horror Picture Show, but instead of singing and all that, it's about an LSD-infused musical nightmare. It's one of the most horrifying films you can see, and it's really great. And the third one is, I guess probably Ichi the Killer. It's a Japanese film from 2001. It's like based on a manga. It's just like a super gory, violent film, but it's all like a satire on the media and how we need violence to entertain us. And I'm saying that I could talk for hours, but it's just, you know, it's very boring for everyone else. But 3 films: In the Mood for Love, Climax, and Ichi the Killer, all 3 great films.
Okay, there you go. So you're into East Asian films, I guess. There you go.
Climax is from France, but
from
yeah,
France.
No English, but the other 2 are both either East Asian. And Critch, as a audiophile yourself, what are your favorite headphones?
It's good you ask. So I am currently wearing the Audio-Technica ATH M50X. I recommended this to Mikey and the Sharkle. They've served me well the last 6-7 years. picked them up for like 150 pounds. So, you know, 7 years of use, it's like 20 pound a year.
Those sound like very heavy headphones.
Oh yeah, for sure.
100 pounds.
Very, very heavy duty. Has getting gambled. That's not something I like to see.
Don't like to see it. And I do believe that 100% of the players who've been gammed in this mission have lost.
I couldn't even confirm or deny that rumor.
In the tournament, yeah, there's a bingo card about that. We'll fact check that when we do the post press conference.
Oh yeah, for sure. Alright, let's have a look. Spruce still ahead, RTA, so RTA means that he's like ahead in gameplay, but like he's behind on time. So
And really the time is all that matters. The 4th hit and run has right there. Let's hopefully they avoid getting busted.
yeah, that's you don't really want to get busted. It's minus 50 coins. 50 coins is a lot of coins to lose at this point in the run, so that's something you definitely want to avoid.
And for newer viewers, I do believe even if you're speaking to an NPC and the black bars appear, you can still get busted. Is that correct, Critch?
Yeah, you can still get busted. On, you know, before the mission completes, screen comes up, you can still get busted. So, you know, make sure you're in a good spot to speak to someone and just don't rely on not getting busted, because you will get busted in that black screen.
The only safety from getting busted is going into some kind of an interior, and the reason why is the way the game is programmed and mapped out is all interior places are about 100 kilometers off the map, just too far from the police.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's one of the quirks of these games. And speaking of weird facts about this game, the source code for this game recently got leaked. That was leaked probably about 3 days ago. So,
wow.
Yeah, so anyone can look at the source code. We won't tell you where to get it, but the source code has been leaked. So we can see like literally everything that the developer's done and the code that they used. So that's kind of that's kind of weird.
It's really crazy, and if you private message Critch asking for it, we definitely will not send you the source code. We actually will. And going for the we won't. Have we seen a school roof in this year's tournament? It's always great to see, you know, just a runner who's given up, you know, and just starts doing the wacky stuff.
We have one runner. Her name is Cricket. She does school roof in the first level.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, but yeah, she does school roof in the first level. Gets all those funky coins up there, and then is then behind by like a minute in Homer 1, but then makes the time up because she has so many coins. So that's definitely a strategy for people to use.
And who is Cricket facing in the winner's bracket with such a great strat?
Cricket has currently left the tournament. She was knocked out by the Spruce.
Wow. Spruce. And Spruce now in the losers tournament.
I know, tell me about it.
Life comes at you fast, life comes at you fast.
Yeah, I guess that's one quote to live your life by. Cable TV apparently gets school roof.
Cable TV gets school roof. Wow, okay.
Alright, see if Haz gets 2-cycled. Does not get 2-cycled.
No, not 2-cycled, but possibly could grab the 5th Weewoo. But no, that bar is going down. It looks like we'll be alright.
Yeah, he should be absolutely fine. Cable also gets 7-hour Honda run. Well, there you go. It just goes to show the level of which Cable currently plays at.
Now, Chris, it does seem, not seem, it is fact that Haz is in the lead right now with the timer in consideration. However, do you feel as if this race has any clear leading leader right now, or is it really still anyone's game?
Oh, it's absolutely anyone's game. I don't think either runner will be very happy about how they played. To be honest, I feel like they probably would be happier with like probably a minute better, or some cases 2 on Hazard's side. But you know, it is what it is. It's mid game. It's up for grabs. Lower FPS tends to favor. Sorry, the late game tends to favor lower FPS runs. So. Oh, it looks like Spruce's timer has paused.
Spruce, that's a great time save right there. Pausing your timer. You don't often see it, but if you can get away with it without us noticing, it'll definitely help out. So I'm going to say we're going to add about 6 seconds to that timer, but we'll definitely go back and check. This race is going to be neck to neck with all the reviewing of footage we're going to have to do at the end of it.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna go clip that. You just do your
I'll
thing
keep
with your-
talking. Yeah, absolutely. So Spruce right there. Fun fact: that thing on the video effect, that's called sepia tone. It makes it look weird. And if we look on the right side, has right there, the screen is also in sepia tone right now to kind of distinguish some kind of almost black and white but with a touch of brownish color. It's kind of cool. I think they used to do that in movies, but I don't really know. And then you transition a nice kind of like fade into the back color, like we're in modern society. And we're finishing up both cutscenes. If you're just joining us right now, there's 2 cutscenes in the game you can't skip. There's more, but that actually pertain to the speed run, and that was the second one. We call that Wolves. However, there is one fantastic runner, Kelvin, who we all want to wish a happy birthday to Kelvin, who actually was able to skip that cutscene. It was something to do with a Windows update, maybe a Linux manipulation. And if you can actually get that cutscene to be skipped in the speedrun, it is a legal skip because we didn't have a rule prepared for it. So a big shout out to Kelvin, happy birthday, and we're gonna see 2 police marches. Just head over for their colas. Just great stuff. And coming up over here, we might see, it's very controversial, but after they grab, I believe, the 4th cola, we've seen some players, it's going to be actually after the 5th or 6th cola, we've seen some players grab a traffic car to drive just a second over to the Quickie Mart. It saves you about a second of time, but the issue is for the next mission, you'll be forced to have that traffic car. And it looks like both runners opting not to grab a traffic car for the easy accessibility in the next mission.
Okay, so I've returned. It looks like it's roughly about 20 seconds.
20-second pause.
I don't say roughly. It is 20 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Spruce got away. Spruce got away with it for 10 seconds at least. If they were to, I don't think we noticed fast enough because it felt like 5 seconds to me.
Yeah. No, it was.
Oh, Mr. Plow Jacket. Wow. Double Mr. Plow Jacket. Sorry.
That's right. Oh, yeah, Mr. Plow Jacket is definitely worthwhile of noting. Yeah, we probably noticed it after like 7 or 8 seconds, and then by the time Spruce noticed it as well, probably adds another 10 seconds.
And what do you think would cause that pause timer? An alt tab of sorts? What do you think exactly caused that?
Definitely some hotkey issues there. Spruce could have definitely accidentally hit a hotkey wrong on the on his keyboard, leading to that 20 seconds added on.
Bruce, if you want to do us a favor in the chat, if you want to pause the timer for exactly 49 seconds, everyone at home would definitely appreciate the number on the screen. And we're both, again, at the same mission. It's looking great for both runners, just giving it in and out in the back.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Please don't sue us again.
This is one of those missions, Total Trucks,
Hit or miss.
Hit or miss. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Spruce is definitely...
I guess they never miss, huh?
No. Spruce is definitely missing right now.
And we have our 5th hit and run of the game. Wow, they are stacking up these hit and runs.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We're averaging a hit and run every 8 minutes, really living up to the title of the game, which not a lot of people know is a full title. It's actually The Simpsons Hit and Run Experience, but that's only on the manual inside the game, physical copies.
Yeah, that's a nice niche fact that not many people know. It's actually found in the source code as well. Lots of alternative names as well found in the source code.
Now, Critch, that card they just both narrowly missed, is that not possible to grab without leaving your vehicle? Oh, and a bust.
Yeah, bust there perhaps, that's not good. You can get that card with the Kangen arrow. If you line up the jump on the roof properly,
Right.
You're able to get that.
And that card, it's the Red Blazer, if I'm not mistaken. What is that card?
Yeah, it's Red Blazer, you got it right
Red
now.
Blazer. And I believe that, what is that lady's name? Trisha something. Stay off the east side.
Patricia, something like that.
Something like that. Great episode of The Simpsons. I believe it has to be before season 10 because Troy McClure was in it. But for any... Critch, do you watch The Simpsons?
I watch it on and off. On
and off?
Yeah, I can't say I've watched anything recently, but if there's like a an old school episode on, I'll definitely give it a watch because Old Simpsons is the best Simpsons.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that. You know, it blows me away how many of these runners don't watch The Simpsons. Big shout out to my friend Crazy Tone Dog, hasn't seen an episode. And it is a testament to how great this game is. You know, you don't see so many games without people watching the series it's based off. I mean, this game just for Joan's sake is just incredible front to back.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, even if you don't watch The Simpsons, you can definitely appreciate the gameplay and the mechanics, the different jokes that are present in this gameplay and art style.
And have you played Road Rage?
I played it a lot when I was younger. I can't say I played it recently. The gameplay in that one doesn't really appeal to me. I'd rather play Crazy Taxi. Don't tell anyone.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do believe it was in discussions that if both runners in this year's tournament were having the exact same time and a tie was needed to be broken, there was conversations about playing Road Rage. But it didn't seem to get past the preliminaries, but it definitely was in conversation.
Oh yeah, there was talk of doing 100% Road Rage, like 1v1. We've had a couple.
Right, to settle any ties.
Yeah, settle any ties. There's been one of them on Speed Simpsons currently. I believe Baker won that with a time of 8.5 hours to Tone Dog's 10 hours.
Very close, but no cigar.
Oh, yeah.
And just really, both runners in perfect sync right now. Aside from the fact that the timer is different by 1 full minute. 1 full minute. Wow.
Yeah, 1 full minute. Well, there you go. So it looks like Has in the lead by about 1 full minute. Definitely a little bit of time with desync. We'll have to see how that goes. But you know, anyone's game. Anyone's game.
Actually, my math was off. It's about a 20-second difference.
About a 20-second difference. Well, there you go.
Yeah, they're really close actually. It's looking like the loads came into consideration.
Has really bad coins. Just realised that. He's gonna have to pull coins somewhere. Out of somewhere.
What are Haz's coins? I actually just missed it.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You have to check his socks. Let's check his
292. That's not bad. That's awful.
Left part 1 with 884 coins, and now this. Bachelors.
I must admit, the smell of fresh
You know, every time I see a black screen, I think of the last episode of The Sopranos, or I think Haz is about to crash his game once again, and I'm glad neither of those things were on the screen. Really, we're at 111 for Haz and 111 for Spruce. It's neck, and if I may say so, neck.
And you can say
Spruce with a delay right there, possibly splicing.
we'll give him the benefit of the doubt this time. You know, we're you know, we'll give both runners the benefit of the doubt. If they can splice and get away with it, you know, we'll allow it. But we don't tell anyone about that. That's not how the majority of the speed is.
We said it just a moment ago, but for anyone tuning in, thinking about running the game, it's not against the tournament rules to cheat, it's against the rules to get caught.
I absolutely agree with that. Yeah, so both runners at 5-1. This race has flown by. This race has indeed flown by.
Really? It feels like we're still on Homer 1, my god. The runners, everything about it, the chat, the community, the humidity. It's just been brilliant.
Oh yeah, the humidity. It's like 100% humidity in the UK right now. I just want to sweat it all off. You say it's like 88 in like Canada or Canada?
Oh, on the East Coast Canada, yeah, the Humidex is off the chart. I have a Humidex reader in my room, and it's broken. The numbers are coming outside of the box.
Well, there you go. Anyone wanting to move to Canada, it does indeed get hot and above 0 degrees Celsius.
If you want to move to Canada, I say go to Nunavut.
Go to where?
Go to Nunavut.
None of it. I have no idea.
I don't want none of it.
Hey.
Heyo. No, it's Canada's newest province. I think formed in '91.
Oh, there you go.
Or territory, rather. It's not a province, it's a territory.
So what would you say like the top 3 provinces in Canada?
Top 3 provinces in Canada. Quebec, Quebec, Quebec.
Is that the one that goes wee-wee?
Oui.
Wee-wee, there you go.
Parce que en Québec, c'est simple, c'est belle, c'est triste, c'est Joël.
What would you say the proportion are? Is it like 100% French speaking, or is it like 50-50, or?
Oh, well, it really depends. hit my mic there. It really depends, you know. I think the capital is Quebec City, and you know, almost everywhere in Quebec it's going to be super French. But you have cities like Montreal and even Sherbrooke that are, you know, it's definitely large English representation, but at the end of the day, it's a French-speaking province, and the culture here has been French for hundreds of years.
Mr. Homer.
Well, there you go.
Let's get a couple wheeze in the chat.
No wheeze. We got a couple of tone dogs right there.
And I was pointing this out earlier to Tone Dog. I think. Oh shoot! Did we?
We got
No. Okay. I think it'll still appear after the baby mission. For some reason, Hibbert's. Yeah, we'll see it right there on Spruce's screen. Hibbert's top left icon is a completely different skin color than him. It almost looks purple right there. You see?
yeah, I can see that.
Very strange.
It's very strange indeed. Has not been able to get a strat. Spruce wrong warping. Spruce is going to be raging right now. He will not be happy with how this run has gone for him.
Last time I left this store, hoodlums put pornography in the Bridal magazine.
Let's see. Spruce can definitely make up that lost time by getting the perfect strat right there.
Real disgrace.
Maybe. No.
But you know what? It doesn't matter for Spruce. Ooh, actually, it might. Ooh, backing up. Ooh, all over the place.
Doing that in the future.
Never mind.
Oh, Shiva
Yikes.
smiles on such behavior.
You know, it is
Just
what
a big yikes from me.
it is. What it is. Spruce not be able to get the strat, but this is a half decent backup at the end of the day. You know, it's not great, but it's not
What are you trying to
terrible.
prove with this crazy driving?
Spruce with a hit and run, but not in the police sense, just hitting that back and then backing out. And we're heading down over to Hibbert with just a 20-second difference as long as the timers haven't changed, possibly 30 seconds now. It still is neck and neck, and I really think it's going to be set to kill, what is that, 6-5, that we'll see the real leader of this race.
Yes, I believe set the kill is 6-6, just a minor correction there. But yeah, set the kill is definitely one of those missions that could.
I think it's 6-5.
I must admit, the smell of fresh air is
I'm
much
pretty
more
sure it's
pleasing
6-6.
than the odor of the hot dog machine.
No, we'll have to,
Pretty imperfect.
Yeah, we'll have
Pretty
to,
imperfect.
yeah, we'll have to get the ruling on that one.
Ruined my
We're definitely going to have to, if we can get the fact checkers checking some facts.
I believe Ketchup Lover is the fact checker on the stream, so.
We got a couple of comedians in the chat. If we can have some moderators ban them, please. This is a very serious run.
Very serious,
you know,
serious people.
At the end of the day, these runners, they train for years, if not decades, for their moment right here. And to disrespect it with, what is Haz doing?
Has missed a couple of drops. Just
Oh my
able to
goodness.
get it.
Wow.
Oh, no!
I am sweating right now.
Ketchup Level, we do not condone NSFW, not suitable for work content on Speed Simpsons. You will be removed from the chat if I see any more of that smut.
Absolutely disgusting.
This is a PG. This is a PG stream.
Yeah. Personal guidance. That's what you need. A little PG.
Yes, none of that. Curious question. Did something happen with the time of Haz? Yes, Haz's game crashed after Part 1 cutscene. So we've added the time on that he had already accumulated.
That's not true. Oh, that was a joke. Haz actually is breaking the world record right now, leaving Liquid in shambles. No. Haz did accidentally crash the game, and if you notice on the left side of the screen, Spruce has a 20-second, additional 20 seconds for attempting to cheat.
Yeah, Spruce pausing his timer, you know, he got caught, so he has to bear the penalty, bear the consequences of having 20 seconds added onto his timer.
And just very briefly, before we head into Armored Truck, we want to thank especially the runners, the staff, and everyone watching today. But again, we're doing this for the community and to try to find the cure. So make sure to donate to the stream, subscribe, and just show a little support. Follow, post a comment, rate 5 stars. You know, subscribe.
Yeah, that's what Joe said. You know, we're here to provide good content for the cure. For the charities, you know, that's what we're all here at the end of the day.
Loveheart Gonzi says, I've been watching these a lot, and I might find the time to try and speedrun this. Well, Loveheart, it's one of the best speedruns. I mean, at the start of the pandemic, I got involved with the community. This is me breaking character the bit for a second, but I got involved in the community at the start of the pandemic. I loved this game as growing up, and the speedrun is fantastic. You know, for some people, an hour 40, you know, hour 50 is a little long for a speed run, but the gameplay is so smooth. I mean, the driving mechanics are almost better than Grand Theft Auto 5 for Forza. You know what I mean? Like it's really smooth, and Chris will tell you from there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No.
We've got a subscription I'm going to read out.
Oh, snap.
So we'd like to thank Ulysses 042 Gaming for subscribed at tier 1. His subscription message is, "You got it. I sub. 10 out of 10."
Just brilliant. And that's a 1-month subscriber from GlitchCon 2020. 042, is that some kind of anagram for 420? And what does 420 mean? I hope not.
Yeah, I mean 420. It's a weird number. It's a high number to put in your username.
I usually cook my chicken at 420 Fahrenheit in the oven for about 40 minutes.
Cooking tips with Joe.
Rich, do you cook?
Just give me a minute.
Cook what?
Just cook in general.
Not
You know,
just
not putting toast bread in the toaster, but you know what I mean. Like
Oh
you
yeah,
got a
yeah.
dish.
I make a very nice jambalaya.
No way.
I don't know if they've had that in Canada. I don't know if it's reached you guys yet, but I do make a very
Come on,
nice...
do you actually make a jambalaya?
I make a jambalaya, yeah. I make a very nice
Good
jambalaya.
lad, Joe. What do you know? Nice to meet you. You know Hank Williams, Jambalaya?
Yeah, I know that song.
Jambalaya. Classic American. Is jambalaya an English dish originally?
Oh no, it's not an English dish. I think it was an African dish originally.
Oh yeah?
I think it's an African dish originally. You have to fact check me on that, but I believe it's an African dish.
It's a variation of gumbo, or I've never had jambalaya. I just love the Hank Williams song.
It looks similar to gumbo, but it's not gumbo. It's
Right.
it's American paella. There you go. But it's very, very nice. I would really recommend it. If you can find someone who does a very nice jambalaya, you will not be disappointed.
You almost hit a person.
AKA me.
Ulysses with a very interesting question. What's the slowest runtime?
I mean,
In the tournament, what is the slowest we've seen? I think we saw an over 2 hour, right?
I believe so. I couldn't tell
It
you.
was like a 2:01. But you know, a big thing to consider is for a lot of these runners, you'd be hard pressed to find, because it's it's a tournament, a 1v1. You'd be hard pressed to find two runners with over an hour 50 both. And more often than not, what you have is one runner with a 150 or 140 time, and if the other runner is going to be over 2 hours, they'll just DNF, do not finish. They'll quit, they'll give up, they'll embarrass themselves, and it happens a lot.
Yeah. The slowest run time that someone's completed this on speedrun wise is 4 hours. The fastest is 1 hour 19. So
It's past 120.
yeah.
For how long?
Some guy called Liquid got it. I don't know who he is.
But no, but when did Liquid get past 120?
Probably like 3 months ago, 4 months ago.
Ma, that's incredible.
Yeah. Now I remember first watching when he was going for sub 130.
Yeah, that's when wow, yeah.
It's a very long time ago. Feels ancient.
It's I can't believe how new and how fast and you're for all those viewing, you're gonna see it in the last World 7, Homer 2, just outbounding, going underneath the map. It's a new strat, and really it blows me away how popular it is.
Oh yeah, for sure. This armored truck is not looking good for Spruce. This armored truck is gonna get out. Has got the strat, which is pretty good. Spruce is raging right now, as you can see, for him looking back and forth. This is not good. Has will take a bit of a bigger lead here.
Absolutely, and if we replay later, which we definitely will, Has looked like they weren't going to get that armored truck. I'm surprised it went in.
Yeah, sometimes the best policy is to leave it very, very late and just guide the truck in.
Now, do you think Spruce is going to... Whoa, almost a reset right there. Do you think Spruce is going to go for that mid-highway wrench or drive ahead over to the store to grab that second nearest wrench?
I'm not too sure. I mean, I think he's just going to go ahead. I think his car has enough hits so that he's just going to drive ahead, personally. But we'll have to wait and see.
We're going to wait for that black smoke. Spruce, again, a real professional player, so driving first person with black smoke is not going to be an issue.
Cliff was making a good point that Ketchup was probably an embryo when Liquid was going for top 2. I'm not sure how old Ketchup Lover is, but you know, that would make sense.
Spruce going for that second closest wrench, really my favorite way to do it. And let's see, enough time to maybe grab that. Yeah, perfect. You really want to grab that, oh, just right by the underpass right there in the corner. That's exactly what you need. Just brilliant stuff.
Yeah, let's switch over to Hazard's side though. Hazard's on the last mission of this level. Let's see if he can get a strap with Curator.
And Haz right now is 100% failing cutscene skips, so let's see if they continue that trend.
Oh, let's have a look. Oh, doesn't get the strap.
Solid hit though. I think they'll be able to. Yeah, I think Haz should be able to take it out before they leave the tunnel, which really is, I think, the mark of a decent Curator. Yeah, there you go. Not bad at all.
Yeah.
And are we going to see our 6th hit and run of this race?
I'll have to wait and see. Probably going to get it here. Yep, there we go.
And there it is, the 6th. Couple wee-woos in chat, please. Mission complete. Wee-woos and a cutscene skip. There it is. Wow, one press. 50 frames per second, too. Has showing who's boss.
Very, very nice there from Haz. Spruce going on to the same strat, same mission. Coin's looking a little bit low. Let's see if we can get a strap. No good this time. Let's see if we can get this strap up against the wall. Oh, not good. He has basically no damage. Not good.
There's still a little bit right there.
Okay,
not bad.
That was good. Yeah.
Again, the only thing it's about getting this car destroyed before you leave the tunnel. And it's looking like, oh, with a 180. Half of an Xbox 360, and that's going to do it with that next hit right there. Not bad at all. Arguably better than Haz's when you compare the amount of time it took to get that Curator.
Oh yeah, for sure. Haz getting the fault cut finally.
7th hit and run. Let's get some more wee-woos in the chat, and let's see if Spruce can continue his perfect cutscene. Another one tap. Just brilliant stuff by both runners, and that's why it may say loser's bracket, but there's only winners here.
Oh, 100% agree. Anyone that enters this tournament is definitely a winner in my book.
Except for those who lose the losers bracket, they're double losers. Which makes them winners.
Exactly. Alright, so on to the second last level of this race, part 2. One of the shortest levels. You can usually get this one done in about under 10.5 minutes. You know.
Really?
Yeah, if you're really good.
What's your personal best for this level?
I probably had like 10:20, so 10:21,
Wow.
10:22. Yeah.
Wow. Subtle flex. Didn't have to say that. You could have just said 11.
I don't know. Wow, we go.
Wow. I have a chair. King in the castle. Don't go Borat at me. You'll derail this stream real quick.
So Joel, just a brief conversation about Borat. What did you think of the second one? Oh, Spruce getting a
with the 8th wee-woo in the run. You know, I thought the second Borat was okay. I thought it had a lot going for it. You know, it's definitely, it's definitely a product of its time, and I think it was funny. You know, I don't want to ruin the movie too much, but you know, COVID definitely played a part. And that was a very late addition to the movie's production. Like, the movie was 80% done and COVID happened, and then it became like a pretty integral part of the story. And I don't know how I felt about that, but it was funny. Nothing compared to like the full feature of the first Borat. It just kind of felt like a best of from like his television show or whatnot. But it's cool, you know. Rudy Giuliani got in trouble, so take that for what you will.
Yeah, no.
Former mayor of New York.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And featured in 2 episodes of The Simpsons.
Oh really? I did not know that.
His character, at least. I don't know if he voiced them. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I'm pretty sure Trump has appeared in The Simpsons, like, given the voice. I know his appearance, absolutely, but I think Trump has voiced a character in The Simpsons.
Oh, well, there you go. You learn something new every day.
You learn something new every day, and it might be a lie as well, so you really didn't learn anything.
No, exactly.
And Has missing the second board, damn shame.
Alright. Just taking a bit of my water right here. Gotta keep
Yeah,
stay
what
hot.
are you drinking right now? You're drinking a little bit of water, eh?
Yeah, I mean it's really hot. The humidity is really high. You have to keep your hydration levels up. Can't be drinking anything like Coke or energy drinks.
How many liters of water you been going through a day, would you say?
Ooh, you put me on the spot right now. Let's go for two. Two for me.
2 liters a day?
Yeah, 2 liters a day.
That's
Why?
not much.
Oh, really?
Maybe it's just I don't have a single fan, let alone air conditioner in my place, so I'm busting at least 8 liters a day.
Yeah, that's a lot of drink. I go through like 8 bottles, and they're like 500 mils each. So that's like 4,000 milliliters.
Yeah, 4 liters. 4
Oh,
liters.
that's 4 liters. Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
4 liters, yeah, 1,000 milliliters. Yeah, 4 liters makes sense. I think that's your daily recommended.
Yeah. I was getting liters and pints mixed up there.
That's right, you heard it here live first. In World 6, Critch drinks out of plastic water bottles. Not a care in the world for the planet. When reusable is everywhere, Critch says, no thank you, I'll play Simpsons Hit and Run with my plastic water bottles.
Hey, it's if you reuse the plastic water bottle, you know what I mean. It's only
Hey!
it's a one-time use.
Hutchmaster1 subscribing at tier 1. They've subscribed for 3 months. Hutchmaster, post a message in the chat. Tell us what you're feeling. And the 9th hit and run, as I announced that, my goodness, Haz cannot stop just hitting and running.
Oh yeah, for sure. So your subscription goes to charity, everyone. So if you're subscribed, you're helping out charities. You're helping out the Trevor Project. You're helping out 305.org, which deals with like water and that sort of stuff. And you help out.
Fail right there by Haz, not to interrupt the very meaningful message.
Oh, that's huge. That is very, very
Really
huge.
big. And they got in the car manually instead of jumping on top. Haz is just choking right now.
Yeah, that's not good. And save the children. So 305, so you help the disadvantaged countries with water and their free access to water. The Trevor Project, which helps out, deals with LGBTQ and making sure that people like that are alright. And Save the Children, which obviously you save, orphans and people like that. So,
Absolutely. Speaking of Save the Children, Haz needs to be saved right here in this mission. He is just... No, I'm joking. That's a terrible segue. It's a fantastic organization, Save the Children, and you know, it's all there in the name. We're trying to save these kids and find the cure.
yeah, so, any money raised does go to good causes. So I have to say Spruce, I think it's neck and neck actually right now. Has giving
The
busted-
10th hit and run. My goodness. We are averaging a hit and run every 8 minutes at this point.
Yeah.
And Hutch, with the as I said before, with the tier 1 sub, 3 months in a row, Hutch says, I just got home from drinks, so tipsy at the V-Least, haha. Drinking up, hope you enjoy the stream, and keep on donating. If you got money for drinks, you got money to help the kids. No, thank you so much. And yeah, we still have a great race, and with all this stuff happening right now, I mean, Critch, it's looking closer than ever.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? Like this run could literally go either way. Any runner that wins this is definitely a deserved winner. But there has definitely been a lot of mistakes that people have made. So,
Right.
Yeah. Good race though. That's what we love to see.
And looking at the timers, my math isn't perfect, but I'd argue that Spruce's timer is only ahead by 10 seconds right now, and he's at least what is that, 40 seconds ahead? Like in the mission. So it's I think the difference is 10 seconds, but I mean, like, he's ahead in the mission by at least 20 seconds.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, that sounds about right. How's exiting the observatory? Wanted to go outside and see what the wasp is up to again. Yeah, it looks like Spruce might be ahead. Let's have a look.
Spruce is ahead, I believe. If anyone wants to do the math at home, me and Critch are just completely brain empty. A couple of 3 heads right over here.
Oh, had to, the mission didn't load. Alright, it's my mistake. See if Spruce can get a strat. Very nice there from Spruce. Textbook.
Just great stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, I haven't seen a single person in all the streams I've watched get this strat. I always see the garage just around the left.
This is too cool for school.
And if you were to grab all 6 right there, have we seen a crash from 6, or is 6 too low a number?
No, it's very rare that you see a crash there. I believe both runners are actually tied on time right now. I'm just working it out, but yeah, both runners is exactly the same time. So,
And has with the strat just like it. These runners are in sync. Their cycles are matching.
yeah. Oh,
Grabbed all 5 right there. A little risque if it was all 6.
yeah, for sure. So both runners coming on to FMJ or Full Metal Jacket.
Fire in the hole. Take that.
Ooh, right next there. Lots of damage there for Spruce.
And Critch, in that vehicle right there is the principal of Springfield Elementary, Seymour Skinner. A little fun fact for the audience. Critch, tell them his real name.
His real name is... Oh, I know this. I've recently watched the episodes.
Initials A.T.
A.T.
I'll educate you a new one. Fire in the hole.
No, I haven't got it. What is it, Joel?
Armin Tamzarian.
Armin Tamzarian. There you go.
Armin Tamzarian. And the lore right there is Seymour Skinner was really his fellow soldier in the Vietnam War who was missing in action, assumed dead, and he assumed his identity. And a very popular HBO show has that exact same plot line, but I don't want to say it because it's only revealed later in the series.
There you go. I believe that was one of the episodes, like one of the turning points that people started disliking Simpsons.
Did you watch that video essay?
I may have watched that video essay.
I quoted too. There's a great video essay on YouTube about the day that Simpsons died, and it was because of just how ridiculous that episode was. I obviously think there were so many episodes and at least 3 seasons of greatness after that. I think that was season 9, if not 10, probably maybe even 8. But I think it was more of a response to people, even with Tone Dog, when they mentioned that they've never watched The Simpsons really. They asked what episode to watch, and everyone says Lisa Goes Gaga, which is a very fun episode to poke fun at, where it's Lady Gaga and Lisa. And so it was just more of a counter to say that if you think that episode is so deep into the Simpsons being irrelevant, like the real issue was when the writers started doing things like that 12 years ago. And it's a great episode. It's ridiculous. It's a little too serious, but a great episode nonetheless, and one that's fun to reference.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's a lot of celebrity involvement in Simpsons. I mean, even back in the day, though, there was tons of celebrity involvement. But it just gets to a point where it's like a bit too in your face. The stuff like Lady Simpsons Go Gaga happens.
But I have to say, there's seasons like I believe season maybe 14 to 16, that 90s episode. I know it's like a hit and miss for some people, where it's like Homer, he makes his own Nirvana band, and he actually covers a Bush song, Glycerine, and it's called Margarine in the show. I think that's a fantastic episode with some really catchy songs and such.
Yeah.
Have you seen the episode, Critch?
I have not indeed seen the episode, but that does sound interesting.
It's good. It's great. Song Glycerine or Margarine. Critch, what is your favorite episode then? You come off like you're a season 2 character, maybe liking Danny DeVito or rather Dustin Hoffman. Read the note, Lisa. What's your favorite episode, Critch? Let's pick your brain for a second.
I like the one You Are Lisa Simpson, the supply teacher.
There it is. Yeah, that's Dustin Hoffman from The Graduate.
Yeah, I like that one.
Meet the Fockers.
Meet the Fockers. Yeah, I like. Was it 22 short stories about Springfield? 24?
Yeah, that's a great one.
It's a great one with the Aurora Borealis. Then if I had to go to top 3, probably Mr. Plow. That's a great episode.
That's my name. That name again is Mr. Plow. Green Bulmers, Konisatatu for me and Critch. We've had a lot of issues in the race. Has had his game crash, and Spruce tried to cheat. But at this point, both runners are practically at the same time, and it's neck and neck. We got a great race ahead of us.
Let's have a look. So Spruce looking like he's slightly in the lead, but has potentially better coins. Let's see how both runners do on the cutscene skip.
Spruce, here it is. Ooh.
Oh, look at this. This is very, very exciting.
Wow. Wow. This is a run, if not a race. My goodness.
Into the last level of this game. Yeah, this is very, very interesting.
Now, you mentioned before when I asked who had a better Lisa runtime in that world, that has almost has a better runtime for every world. Do we know if has a better Homer 2 than Spruce?
It's hard to tell. I feel if Haz gets all the tricks, he could potentially have a better time than Spruce, but Haz getting all the tricks is kind of tough. But
Right.
I think on average, if you were to say like the average Homer 2, like Haz versus Spruce, I'd probably give it just to Spruce. But you never know. We'll have to wait and see.
Very interesting. How did Spruce try to cheat? Half a joke, half serious, but their timer was paused for 20 seconds. The 12th hit and run. I think that might be a record this year. Yeah, so Spruce had their timer paused by 20 seconds, and we only noticed 10 seconds in. So if they were to be a little quick, again, we've said it before, cheating is not... you're allowed to cheat in this tournament, you're just not allowed to get caught. So if Spruce was a little slicker about it, he could have got an additional 8 seconds under me and Critch's nose. So for any other runners out there trying to cheat, make sure to... the 13th hit and run of this tournament round.
Yeah, Haz getting busted earlier on in 7-1.
Spruce about to make it 14 hit and runs.
Yeah,
with the mission complete.
Yeah, Haz getting
in
busted.
sync.
Haz getting busted in 7-1. Good job that you got those 2 boxes at the start of 7-1, otherwise he wouldn't have been able to finish his mission. And get the zombie car. Very close to both runners though.
Wow. We're seeing top performance right here.
Hey, you there. Sweet.
So who do you think's gonna win, Joel?
At this point, I went in favoring Spruce as an underdog with a worse PB, but really, I'm flabbergasted, if not just exonerated. I can't even begin to even perceive who's the better runner right now.
Has almost failing that mission. That black
Wow,
bar
that
black bar was low for like a good 2 or 3 seconds.
So real low, but now real high. And that's a cycle of life.
Oh yeah.
But again, it's a testament to it. Both runners are just neck and neck right here.
For sure. 15th hit and run.
Oh my goodness, 15 hit and runs. Is that a record for this tournament?
It must be. It wouldn't surprise
Maybe
me.
of all time.
Let's see how this goes. Oh, it has resetting just before the end of the cemetery go. I feel like if he hit the wall, he would have exploded the scar. And he would have to restart the mission.
And that really would throw Spruce into a heavy advantage. But, I do believe has a quicker outbound than Spruce on average.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, has recently said it that he had a 10.02 and a 9.59 in his previous PBs. So he does definitely have the skill to do it. But,
I'm glad you're...
we'll have to wait and see if he can pull it off.
Ow, with the hurt thing.
Alright, let's have a look. Let's see if Spruce can get out of bounds.
Sure can take a beating.
That looks good.
Ooh.
That should be a good lineup. That'll get out. Okay, so Spruce is out.
Spruce making like a spruce tree and leaves.
Yeah.
And has with hazardous waste on the back of the car. Ooh, is that lineup gonna work? It looks like the pull pushing.
Nah, the cage in front is rendering his ability to get out. Let's see if
A little bumping and grinding. I'd reset.
We'll have to wait and see.
There it is.
That looks okay to me.
There it is. Yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
like a pin through a needle.
Pretty much. So both runners out. Spruce extending his leads. Probably like 40 seconds now. Probably a little bit less. Probably like 30 seconds.
Not bad at all. And again, for those joining, the race is neck and neck. We're doing this for several charities, trying to find the cure. And we want to thank everyone for watching today, especially the runners. We have a great race. This is as exciting as the tournament gets. So thanks for stopping by. And make sure to throw a follow, a subscription, whatever you can do to help out the cause. We're trying to find the cure.
Yeah, rate 5 stars. Whatever you can do.
Share us on DeviantArt.
Yeah. And
Follow our Gaia Online and Habbo Hotel clubs.
Share us in WeChat.
Make sure to follow the Simpsons Hit and Run Maple Story Guild. We're starting out right now. We're looking for thieves.
We'd love to see it. Oh, Spruce! Spruce fell out of bounds. Oh my god. That is not good.
Wow. We're so focused on the cure we didn't even notice. My goodness.
Oh my god. That is... Turned it on its head.
And the 16th hit and run with just full panic and straight into the police car.
God.
Yeah, take King Hummer.
Oh, no, this
Oh, and a bust. Oh, when it rains, it pours.
Bill for sure. So Has can definitely take a massive lead here. Let's see if he can do the out of bounds section correctly. Let's give me some good jumping action right here.
Az knows that they have the possible advantage right now and is opting not to grab any of those coin boxes or vending machines and is just, let's see if, oh, are these jumps going to be good?
Looks good to
And
me.
there it is, safety. Yeah, right when you get there, you know, it's pretty hard to fail.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, but Spruce now has to do the same thing. I mean, Spruce is running like my goodness. Just going for it. And here, you really just got to make the 3, 1, 2, 3. And there it is. Yeah, as good as gold.
Everyone sucks but me.
Little pause there for swag strats.
We like swag strats here on Speed Simpsons.
Me.
You get over with
As
bounce.
grabbing Spooky Greg.
Oh, we don't know if it's Spooky Greg yet. It might be a Bob.
Go!
Let's see what the out of bounds section looks like for Has.
Ooh, Spruce just going on the tobacco crops.
Oh, I think I broke something.
All very nice there from Has. Being able to get Spooky Greg right there.
Wow, wow, wee wah. Spruce is just fast and furious driving over there. It looks like we're going to be approaching, what is it? This I'm losing count, the 16th hit and run.
I believe it's 17.
Yeah, the 17th hit and run. Zac Efron, Vince Vaughn, 17 again. Wow, wow, wow. Narrowly avoids it, though. Let's see how long Spruce can keep up. Ooh, I think one hit away.
Just a few more.
It should be
I am
just okay, but we'll have to wait and see.
So long.
And that wrench was absolutely necessary. That smoke was dark gray, if not black, already.
Sure. Let's see how Has gets on with out of bounds right here.
Has with the reset, Spruce. Oh, right at the school. And we're seeing top level play from Spruce right here. The human cookbook as well. My goodness.
Oh, for sure.
Man, my car is
Love to see it.
gone, and the ashtray was full of pennies.
Wow.
Let's see if Has can get out of bounds.
We're at the edge of 17. Yeah, we definitely are at the edge of 17.
Oh, let's see if we can get out of bounds. Let's see if we can get it. Very nice there from Has.
Wow.
It's in Haz's hands now. It's in Haz's hands.
So what would you say the minute differential is right now? Like, who has steadily in the lead by at least a minute at this point with that out of bounds, or?
Yeah, Spruce needs a waist drop to win.
Oh, that was too easy.
Oh, like no.
We'll have to wait and see the final result.
Spruce, really, we're ooh.
Going for bridge clip.
Traffic cars, everyone RNG gods. Let's pray for it.
Ah, very nice there from Spruce getting the
Wow.
bridge clip.
Okay, and we're back in this right now.
We'll have to wait and see. But I believe Has still has the lead by a good 30 seconds.
I am sweating right now. I'm nervous.
You know, I don't get nervous. But
Wow. Okay.
But I'm starting to feel a little bit shaky.
Thanks for alienating me. Thanks. Honestly expressing myself at two great runners. You're gonna embarrass me in front of 100 people, 200 people watching right now.
There's millions watching around the world.
We want to thank all our Mixer viewers as well, not in the Twitch chat.
As well as the Facebook Live viewers.
The Daily Motion.
Daily Motion, the Reddit Live. Alright, Has just needs to bring this home now, and he's won the matchup.
Take me home to country roads. Has is going for it. Let's see how many times they can avoid crashing.
He's already crashed once this race.
It's the nerves, you know. It's definitely the nerves at this point. It has with a steady lead, definitely in the grasp of winning. And do we know who the winner will face? Has it been determined?
Yeah, so it's going to be Gordo, 98, Gordo 98.
Gordo.
Yeah, Gordo.
Wow, so it's really whoever wins this gets to lose to Gordo. No, I'm joking.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, honestly.
I have road rage and I know how to use it.
We'll have to wait and see, though. I think Has can put on a good matchup against Gordo. He just needs to pull out all the stops.
Yeah, if they can get a legitimate 108.
Ow! My neck!
So look, so final time for Has. Let's go. Oh, Mr. Beam.
Oh,
God darn it! Oh, now I have a wedgie.
So it's going to be a 24,
Damn teenagers!
130, 140. 130, 140.
now are we sure that that time is completely accurate?
This
Yes.
is the greatest
We're 100%
day of
sure.
my
Yes.
life. So long, suckers.
Spoilers, Joe. I watched Has do his run
I
live
missed
yesterday,
myself.
and we worked it out together.
Yeah. It's pre-recorded.
I pre-recorded. Who would have guessed?
A little bit of Mozart, Wolfgang Amadeus right there, and Spruce with a perfect jump right there, and that's going to put Spruce at about 150. No, excuse me, that's 132.09. 132.09.
31:40. GG, those were runners. It was a very close race in the end.
So what was Haz's final time?
130, 140.
Oh, exact minute differential almost, or 30 seconds. Wow, actually, my goodness.
What did you say Spruce's was? 130,
Spruce is 132.09.
132. So I believe if Spruce had got out of bounds correctly in 7.5, he probably would have won this.
Wow. And we're going to invite both runners to come over. Is that David Lynch on Haz's profile? Who is that? We're going to invite both runners. Come on up here. We have the loser of the losers bracket, Spruce. Spruce, how does it feel?
I have no words.
And we have the winner.
I ran both 7-7 at least.
Yeah.
This was easily one of the best races we witnessed the entire tournament, so I really don't feel bad about it. And we're going to pass it on to the winner first, as we traditionally do. Has, what's going through your head right now?
Nothing.
Head empty. And what exactly happened? You know, you were typing throughout the entire race, so we've had a lot of your commentary already. But what exactly was going on with that crash 30 minutes into the game, or 20 minutes?
Yeah, so
What's up with that?
straight after the cutscene skip, the phone booth. Oh, well, not after the cutscene. So after the cutscene played and finished, the phone booth came up, which is something that can happen if you get ESS. I'm not sure why. It might be like distance to the phone booth or something at the end. I don't know. But then if you accept the car when the phone booth prompt comes up, then the game crashes. If you cancel it, it will just go straight to Lisa and be fine. But I wasn't really paying attention. I was just spamming enter and took the car, game crash, and it kind of just threw me off mostly. I was wrong warping quite a few times. I think lost ESS like once or twice, warping to the wrong mission. And it just kind of threw me off. So I didn't do as well as I was hoping, especially with, I think it was 11:05 Homer 1 I was playing. Better than I was expected, but yeah, in the end I'm not too displeased with my time.
It's a great time for both runners, and I know the second question in the minds of everyone watching at home or at the stadium is you were typing throughout the entire race. Was this only during driving segments when you had maybe one handing the controller with the accelerate and the steering, and then typing with another hand? How exactly were you typing throughout the tournament?
I do not wish to reveal that at this time.
Wow. Okay. Critch, anything from you to Has?
Sorry.
Yeah, so yeah, just well done. The end Has finally got it over the line, I guess. The only thing I can really mention now is like you face Gordo. How are you feeling about that? Do you reckon you need to play better, or do you reckon like Gordo hasn't played for a while? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, depending on when the race is, I'll probably just go into it the same as this one and the last one, and just go straight in with very little practice. And if I go through, great. If not, then I don't have to play Shah for a while. So Win-win either way.
It's a true win-win, and we're gonna pass it over to Spruce real quick. Spruce, the first thing on everyone's mind is your additional 20 seconds. What happened to
Oh,
stop
yeah.
that timer? What was up with that?
Okay.
Spruce?
So the reason I paused the timer is somebody came into my chat during Walls to tell me I was red. And so I tabbed out in the cutscene to say just yep, but I had hotkeys on and P is my pause key.
Oh,
So I hope there's a lesson to people. Do not type in people's chats when they're racing.
a definite lesson to Has. And very quickly, not to interrupt, we want to thank you to TyFuzzle25 subscribing at tier 1 for 10 months in a row. That makes it, I believe, the third sub in today's race, which is, I believe, tied for the second most subs in a race. So Has and Spruce, thank you so much for helping with the charities. You guys definitely attracting a big crowd. Now, Spruce, at what point did you feel as if it was starting to go really wrong?
Sleuthing.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was
And
obvious.
then, well, sleuthing kind of came back. Then I was just brain dead from what? Oh no, brain dead from the moment I walked to 4-1 in Baby Van.
You
Yeah.
almost had a good
But I
baby
bought
van
the
there.
car.
You had a really close one for the first two drops.
Belly truck, busted in 6-1, fell in 7-5-4. I was done.
And for the armored truck, we were talking about it on stream. Do you ever choose to go for that mid-highway wrench where you jump on your vehicle?
Sometimes.
Were you thinking about it this time, or were you confident in the amount of damage you had taken and given?
I honestly don't know.
No.
I fucking don't. I don't want to play this category for a year.
It's fair enough. You know, it's
I've-
one of those
I don't know.
categories. Yeah. It's
But-
unfortunate.
I have nothing else to say but GG. And
But there's one more thing we got to ask, because Has said they were playing with an Xbox controller. Spruce, what are you running to play the game controller-wise?
PS3.
That's right.
Wow. Do you think that had anything to do with anything?
No.
Absolutely, and we'll pass it over to Critch real quick.
All right, so we'd like to thank Jaw for commentating. Thank you for stepping up and commentating with me. I really appreciate
I'd like
it.
to thank Critch for stepping up and commentating with me, actually.
Yeah, for sure. All right, next matchup will be tomorrow. Third place in the pet bracket, 11 o'clock in the morning. Luke runs versus Larakin. Be there, be square. Thank you for everyone involved. Really good race. Really close race. Spruce could have probably taken it at the end if he didn't fall in 7-5, but you know, it is what it is. We're going to go raid someone. We're going to go raid Falco, I think, because he's the only one that's really live. And yeah, we'll catch you guys next time.
When is the next race?
26th tomorrow in 12
About 12 hours.
12 hours time.
12 hours. We'll see who's commentating, and hopefully it's not me doing the third one in a row.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, for God's sake. I'm not wrong. Bear with me. I always keep thinking it's the exclamation point to raid people.
Just embarrassing. Moderators not knowing what to do. If anyone wants to get to Falco's stream before us, you can warn, say, hey, we're about to raid you. You know, do
All right.
something gnarly.
All right, catch you later, guys. Ta-da. And
Thanks for stopping.
And we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
God, I fucking hate these people. No, I'm joking. Are we not live?